3 fantasy comic books you've got to check out. These were all fun, thrilling, had deep and involving worlds. Each one of them blew my mind. I read them back to back on the flight to Barcelona, and I can't believe how good they all were. Coda by Simon Spurrier and Matthias Bergara. Man, this blew my mind. It is funny, it is bleak, it is twisted, set around this guy whose wife has been kidnapped by the orcs or the Urkin in this world, or so he claims. This bard travels the world on his 5-horned unicorn called a pentacorn that can literally tear through most anything. And the narrative that runs his story are these letters he's writing to his wife that reveal sort of the duplicity of his character, his very shady code of moral ethics, and his attempt to get magic from this mermaid who lives in this bathtub on this crazy caravan. There is a huge, massive giant. There is a cannon. There is betrayal. There is orc love. It has these incredible lines that Matthias won the Eisner for. It's an incredibly beautiful book. We got Queen of Swords by Michael Morrissey and Corin Howell. This is set in the universe of Barbaric, which I really loved. And if any of you know me, you know how much I love that series. This takes all that fun and humor and adventure and slams it into a new story. And this time we've got a barbarian, and she has a talking sword that also is self-deprecating and wants her to die and hates her. And we've got a witch and an assassin. And the witch has a troubled past. It ties into the character Soren from the main Barbaric series if you're following along. If not, you can dive right into this. It's fun. It's sexy. There is treachery amidst. There's these 3 women that are working together. They hate each other at first. They begin to become friends. There's some double crossing in there. The driving engine of the story is this witch who has this haunted past, who has this troubled relationship with her sister. They're combined in a dark way, and she's trying to get out of that curse and somehow save the day. You've got this beautiful artwork in here by Corin, great colors as well. You have lots of great action accompanied by this underscore of this sword talking to this barbarian and telling her he hopes she dies. Godfell by Christopher Sabella and Ben Hennessy. Wow, this is a fantasy story unlike anything I've ever read before. It deals with this warrior who's been fighting this ancient war, and it's come to its close, and God has fallen down from the sky and crashed into the ground. Every party and tribe and district of the planet has rushed to the body of this God and is starting to cut up pieces of it, starting to live inside it, vying for its power. And this warrior and her sidekick take this journey through the body of this fallen God, encountering these different tribes and cults and sex clubs and all these crazy things tied into this. And it's really a remarkable tale of these 2 women whose characters take some really interesting twists. You think they're going one direction, or you think their backstory is one thing, and then it twists around on its head. And it's this onion that keeps peeling back in the same way that they're traveling through the body of this God, going to the pelvis, to the heart, to the brain, ultimately where the climax of the story is. It has an ending I definitely didn't see coming that blows your mind. What an amazing story. Vault delivers again. Check out this incredible art by Ben Hennessy. Really got to hand it to him on building this incredible fantasy world that moves through the body of this fallen God.